I'm done, man. I'm done with
remember-
this nigga, man.
That boy was. Hold on. Don't forget to unmute your mic when.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, you do it. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem this time. We gonna lay this out thing. We're gonna lay this out a little bit differently.
Man, I don't know if I'm tired. I ain't doing that shit today. But listen, let's get back to the lecture. Hey,
we already in. This motherfucker punched in cheese, and I was like, "Why is he smiling? And what's that
boy,
noise?"
look at that boy, happy, teeth whiter than a motherfucker today. That boy,
Hey, man,
teeth whiter than Caucasian palms, nigga.
Look
Listen.
here, man. I don't want to get into what the fuck he was into.
No, I
you
do.
know how his get down, man.
He
You got
started
the
the
back
show.
channel. Hell no, man.
Where
I
she
don't want
at?
to hear about that shit because I heard
Where
it.
she at?
I heard it. I heard it. We was already talking about dogs. We thought
Boy.
something was getting breeded. You
Look
know,
at that
but
boy
that's all right.
sweating. That
That's
it
what it
stank
was.
up in
It's
that
what it
motherfucker
was.
over there, don't it? It stank up in that
He
room.
was
don't
trying
it?
to get that Uber. You know,
Wait a minute,
get
hold
your
on.
ass
Mike-
going. I got shit
The
to
mic
do.
was on.
Yeah,
Yes!
nigga.
Yeah.
Yes!
Nigga, it sound like some dogs. What you doing?
I can't breathe. God damn it.
Oh, we heard
We was all like,
"Oh,
what
nigga,
the
oh, that hurt, nigga. Oh." That's all we heard. No, we ain't hear that, but we heard.
Man, we
brother. I was
heard.
like, I
What the
said,
fuck is
what?
that?
Right.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Is that motherfucker? Is she part? Is she
And the
part
crazy part is,
Pomeranian?
we was just talking about dogs, and then that shit popped in. It was like, what the fuck is he
Right.
doing to that dog?
Look at him. Look at him. I heard, hey, we heard you, baby. We heard you. This is ignorant ass cousin. Look, he's sweating like a motherfucker. Look
Yeah,
at him. Look
you
at him. He like,
famous now.
stop, nigga. Stop.
You famous now.
Look, he like,
How
it's
you-
okay. It's
How
okay.
you say that?
Go
How
get
you
me
say
that
that?
chata, baby. Go get me
Don't-
that
don't-
chata.
Don't be
And let me
shushing
start
me
this
now.
music.
Yeah, don't be shushing me, man. How you say that? How you say you famous in Spanish?
Yeah. Look at him. Look.
Famosa.
Watch. Look at him. Look. Let me mute it. Look. Hey,
This
look.
motherfucker went
Listen, I
live.
didn't know the mic was on.
Right. He's like, the mic was on? Yes, motherfucker.
God dang it, man.
What's the
Did
intro
I see
to
something was up?
what's the intro to bomb ass pussy?
Give me the first verse of it. Ain't no fun.
All right. Next.
Look, it's still black. She like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
They heard me over there. It's a black chick too in Mexico. You motherfucker. Look at him. Look.
Hey, man.
Childish, man.
Hey,
Huh?
that's my buddy. That's my buddy.
Hey, man, you better hit the
the
you better
Jungle
hit the
Brothers
theme
version.
music right now, man.
My
Shout out
buddy
to the legendary.
Oh, yeah.
oh.
Let's get this music started.
That boy
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take God, Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
Yeah. Wait,
It's time to rock this
that's what was
motherfucker
going on in
with 3
that
the
room,
hard
boy.
way. Take God, Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
That's right. You're not rocking with the best. Youngstown zone.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way.
That's fine,
Take God, Eddie P, 3 the hard
And I go
way.
by the name. Oh, never mind. I fucked it up.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way.
Somebody
Take
get it.
God, Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
Somebody getting it. I just want to let you know your cousin is ignorant.
I just want to let you know that your cousin a hoe. And I'm telling Dollar Bill.
Right.
This ain't no damn hoe house.
He's like, baby, it's okay. It's okay. Look, just make me some tacos. It's okay.
Oh
Y'all
my
childish,
God,
yeah.
man.
No
Vegan.
more locked doors.
Vegan. Is he trying to pull up on a highness?
Oh my God. I can't believe this cat did that.
Doors, please.
How y'all doing this week, man?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we
Not
good.
as good as you, partner. Not as
you,
good
you
as
know.
you, but we good. We good.
You
I
need
got
to
a case
change
of,
your name to Luke Freak Fest up in that motherfucker.
A little bit.
Oh my
I'm
God.
send you a
I know
case
what
of
you guys
that.
are talking about.
Be like, man,
Oh,
stop,
my
stop,
God.
just stop. Come on, man, stop.
Yeah,
I got a 6-pack of Henny in the can for you, son. You know, replenish your
I stop.
your
Bro,
fluids, man.
I just
up?
seen that Henny in the can. Have you guys tried that?
I haven't, man.
Henny in a can.
Corey was
I had
telling me,
the
man, he's
crown.
like, man, that
I had
shit
the
is up
crown
there
in the
next to
can.
Four Loco. You know,
That's that
I'm
Four
cool.
Loco shit, man. I'm good on that, bro.
I had the
I'm
crown
good
in
on
the
that one.
can. That's about it.
Yeah, Crown and Can is cool, but I never was a fan of Henny. You know, wasn't my
You
bag.
drinking hard liquor out of a can. You a true alcoholic.
Well,
that shit.
it's mixed with
Bruh.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but still, bro, think about it. You spill Henny on anything, that shit is not coming out.
No.
Fuck that.
Corey's
No.
still worried about that wardrobe. You're like, man,
Man,
you
you spill
fucking
that
my
yak on my
clothes. It's a
$300
problem.
suit.
Listen, when I used to work at the ghetto ass Foot Lockers up in Cleveland, that's how I used to sell that repellent stuff. Hey, you in the
Oh, I got
club
you.
and you spill Henny on something, you spray us on it before you go to the club, Henny slide right off.
That Henny repellent.
Hell
Need
yeah,
that
that's
shit.
right. For sure.
That ain't the most ghetto fucking life hack I've ever heard.
It worked though.
And you know he was a top seller.
Hey,
You
where
know
you
he
go
was a
to the-
top seller.
You
For
went to the
sure.
Tupac
Especially in
Full of
Cleveland.
Sales.
That shit is funny, man.
Man.
Especially
You know
in
you
Cleveland.
going. You going to the club. You going down to the district. You better have this on your shit, man.
Facts.
Man.
You know they throw drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, man? What's up? How y'all fellas doing, man?
We good, man. We good.
Real good.
Yeah, we know you real good, motherfucker.
Good.
No, you real
Motherfucking
real
relaxed.
good.
You're focused.
Relax, look at him. Focus.
Yeah.
Back all in line. Look at him. That nigga like, please stop. Just stop. Please, just quit. Look at him. Look. I'm trying to get him to stop. I'm trying. You don't know who this nigga is. He won't stop.
He just told her to put her phone down. Put the phone down. Don't watch this. Don't watch this live.
Here's the
Don't
She
watch
got
this
the
shit
phone,
live.
eh?
She got the phone. Don't watch this live, baby. I'm sorry. I don't know what they're saying, but I know it's some shit.
Here's the thing, man, is here in Mexico, their daylight savings time is different from the US. So now, like, I'm in the central time zone, so it's an hour before the Eastern time zone up until like last week. And now it's 2 hours before, you know.
What?
So yeah. So instead of me logging on the podcast at 8:30, I got to log on at 7:30. It fucked me all up.
Got you.
Because I completely forgot, you know, about that time flip.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we interrupting the the
Yeah,
boom
you're
boom
right,
room.
brother. The
Sorry,
boom,
we got
the
you.
boom boom room.
Boom
We
boom room.
sorry.
Yeah, we got
We sorry, brother.
man.
I was stretching.
Okay. In the dark with your drawers off. Okay.
Some was stretching.
It's therapy.
Yeah, that was just your
that-
back. That was your back creaking real loud.
Hey man,
Yeah.
look, when you get old, you gotta. Yeah,
My God.
there's crickets in my neighborhood,
That's
man.
exactly what we heard.
God damn.
There's roosters and shit in my neighborhood.
Mhm. That's what they
That boy
call
was-
it over there.
That boy
man.
was in
Yeah.
that butt.
Yeah. Hey man, we gotta move. We gotta move,
He
man.
said,
We're running
yeah.
late.
Q Red man. Who is it?
And come back on the mic.
God damn.
Who's this?
Look in the back. It was J to the A to the N to the E.
Hey, yeah,
Oh, man.
did y'all miss when I said the Jungle Brothers, my buddy?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Yes.
7
yes.
feet long.
Mhm.
7 feet long.
Yeah, man.
Well, listen, man. Let's get to the pregame, man.
Let's get into it, man.
For sure.
Shit.
Oh, all right. KANG was conquered by those pink cookies.
Hey, I like that sugar cookie too.
Wow.
Oh man, I fucked up, man.
Wow.
Hey, man. So old boy got into it with his girlfriend lost her shit.
Yeah,
He
bitch.
called the police. They came and arrested his ass.
Right.
That
Yeah.
sounds awfully familiar, homie.
So
You know what I'm saying? That sounds awfully familiar. But
So
yeah, that's how that shit go, man. That's how that shit go.
Hey, let me say this. Cat, I don't understand what be. Listen, man, you can love who you love and like who you want to like.
Right.
But when it is incident after incident of brothers, and it happened with all women, but these famous brothers, this seem to be a particular type of woman that take them down. A particular type of woman.
Got you, man.
Yeah.
We got you. We got
And
elaborate, please.
apparently she
ahead.
got mad because she saw another young lady texting him. Now this motherfucker's Kane the Conqueror. He's in Creed. People forgot he just had the movie Devotion. He's the it motherfucker.
Right.
He just had a little zesty ass cover on Ebony.
Yeah.
So women calling him. She pulled the Rihanna in the whip. They was in the taxi and she got the hitting on him. Now all of a sudden they going forward with pressing charges on him. They say he's starting to lose projects and shit already. Meanwhile, Dana White is running a successful business after being caught on camera smacking the shit out of his old lady.
Now, I heard the other day in the news that she confessed that she made up the story.
Right.
She's recanting her story.
She
The damage is done.
The damage is done. They still moving forward with the charges.
Yeah, he just did a commercial for the Army and they pulled it already without even knowing half of the math.
All the domestic violence is in the Army. They're gonna pull that fucking ad.
Yeah,
domestic violence is the least of all the unsolved motherfucking, you know, I'm talking about.
They got bitches missing off post every fucking day in Fort Hood.
Let me say this. It's a sister. We all saw that horrible ass fucking photo over in the Middle East. That sister they found all battered and bloody and in her pants and all that shit.
Yeah.
She was a certain, you know, YouTube and they bullshit ass rules. She had a certain type of assault happen to her before she was murdered, and nobody to this fucking day knows what happened. And they gonna pull the brother shit off of there. Come on, man. Come on.
They're gonna have to put it back, man.
Yeah, but I saw what Drizzy was talking about, how his attorney's already talking to old girl, aka cut her ass to check, you know, make sure she stand down on that bullshit charge like she said she was, you know. But that's all it is, man. You get to a certain position, man, you have to start moving different.
Absolutely. And the sad thing though is it's not just, you know, it's not just those women, though. Tiger Woods, Bill Cosby, Cuba Gooding Jr., anybody that's been accused of some shit and they want the motherfucking charges to stick, it's always one of them women. And this just shows Kobe. You know, I mean, shit. Yeah. Kobe passed away and the bitch got on TV. Fuck the fact that his daughter died in that accident. You know what I'm saying? Forget the fact that his baby was in his arms. Homegirl was like, yeah, what about the fact that he was accused of this? The man was acquitted of the shit. He was found not guilty. That shouldn't even came up. But the point I'm trying to make is you see the hair trigger that they got with us. Nobody saw him do this. These were accusations, and she recanted, and he's already losing shit. Dana White still, ain't nobody make this cat step down from his position at UFC.
You know, they had the cops. That's fuel for them. That's like, hey man, I'm the dude who arrested KANG. Right. You know, I'm the one who brought him in or whatever. So they itching. They're looking for a reason. It's like, dude, you know that this is dude who got money and success one-on-one.
They trying to get that ink, brother. They trying to get that ink.
That's it, man. You gonna build somebody's career. Somebody gonna get a promotion behind this bullshit arrest. Just because, you know, so, like, oh, we got him, even though he called the cops. He called the cops.
Right. He called. Correct.
Yeah.
And
that's how that works.
As comedians go, we cannot forget to mention Eddie Griffin, what he said several years
back. Absolutely. They always want to have
in Hollywood.
They always want brothers to have an asterisk by their names, and they can't let them leave clean. And that everybody is funny because everybody always goes back to this shit. Now, let me say this before we move on. Of course, we know every motherfucker ain't innocent, you know, because people could be like, oh, just because he a black man, y'all. Listen, who whoops a bitch ass and then calls the police? Usually motherfuckers get in the back of a white Bronco and tell the homie to put the pedal to the floor, nigga. But you know what I mean? I just nah, that's some bullshit.
Next, man.
Hey, so what do you think the chances are that the Marvel executives got to this woman pretty quick? You know, because just think, this guy's King Conqueror. I mean, Thanos was the villain for the last 20 Marvel movies. So this guy is going to be around for this whole next phase.
He's good. He's going to be good.
But I'm just saying, if he really did this shit, how fast do you think those Marvel executives got to this chick to cut her a check?
Let me ask you this question: what are the chances that she planned on that shit?
Oh yeah.
What are the chances?
This is already unfolding.
See what I'm saying? It's already unfolding. No, I get what the Cuddy's saying. The Cuddy's saying, what if he did whoop her ass? But my rebuttal would be, what black motherfucker in this country?
Oh no,
is gonna go upside Mary Sue Beth's head, and then motherfucking, you know what I mean, and then go call in a cab with a witness, and then go call the police. Now, this is my thing. She with a rich black man. What's to say she ain't like shit? Okay, she probably legitimately did get mad when she saw, you know, she probably been with this nigga. You know, and she saw that shit coming through. It's like, this cat is the it dude now. And she got upset, start putting paws on him. And then, you know what? She already know the out. Think about it like this. Remember the brother that they was in Central Park, the cat that was taking pictures of the birds. Yeah. And he asked the lady to pick up the dog, done or whatever. And what did she flat out say? She flat out said, I'm a white woman.
Yep.
I'm a white woman. What you think gonna happen to you? Think about the one lady that
and what state was that? What state was that?
That was New York.
New York. Yeah.
Think about the one lady that after January 6th, she was up there, and she you know, when they was talking about all they was about to drop the hammer on these people, and she was online talking about, I'm blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. So I'm saying it's a certain type of play. I'm not saying in all instances. There was this, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember that infamous. It was on fucking one of them talk shows where the guy was whooping the shit out of his woman. He was beating her ass, doing that shit in front of the kids, and recording it. And they gave that motherfucker life in jail, and it was well deserved. She was
an ass whooping.
Nah, bro. This was this big ass brother, and it was his wife. The child. I think he had 3 or 4 kids, and he was literally like doing some torturous shit in front of his children and recording.
Was that the one that threw his woman through the glass table and all of that while he was recording?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucked up.
That shit.
But it wasn't just that though. It was, you know, whooping a woman. I feel like you can leave. You know, now if it's a situation where it's like and I'm gonna land my plane shortly. If it's a situation where you like these college students be walking up into a bar and a bitch kick him in the nuts, if he smack her back, I'm like, man, so the fuck what? But when we talking about some stomp down, like, nah, leave the person. You don't need that's man or woman, but especially when it's a man. If you don't got to do all that. And he was like literally torturing this fucking woman in front of the fucking kids. The kids was all fucked up in the head.
Saying stuff like, you ain't had enough yet. You getting up again?
There you go. But
he's
see,
like, you ain't down.
But see, think about it. That's what that football player just did to that sister, man. He got away with that shit. He beat this motherfucker to a bloody pulp. And when she took a breath, he said, oh, you're still alive. Wow. And walked off. And she up there like, I understand he's bipolar, but this didn't need to happen. They buried the fucking story. So what I'm saying is, you could be right, bro. Marvel could have got to him. Marvel could have, but for him to call the police, nah.
Yeah, I don't think he beat her, but just in these instances, you know, this is not the first time that this has happened with an actor, but I'm sure that there are actors that are guilty as fuck of doing something like this, and then, you know, that Ray Donovan character comes out of nowhere, and it's either the trunk of a car or, you know, a bag of money.
Yeah, that's
Can I say this?
He's in the game, man.
Can I say this? It's very ironic, the timing. not less than 2 weeks ago was he on a show talking about masculinity, and he was saying masculinity is kindness. He was playing up all the other aspects that a masculine person could display as opposed to aggression, and the things that are being called toxic, right? But are very useful, as some others point out, when action is needed. You know what I'm saying? That's the one you call, ironically, the one you say is not properly displaying masculinity. That's the one you call when you're in trouble. But it's just kind of ironic, the timing, I think. What do y'all think about that?
I feel like this. I agree with you. Because you one thing that can't be dismissed, Drew, is it's timing with a lot of these issues. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, being a man is fucking toxic. They want you to be soft and shit. They want you to be feminine. That's a good man, a feminine motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, they want you on the cover of magazines with flowers between your balls and shit. No. So I think you got a good point there. Go ahead, fellas.
Flowers between your balls, man.
Next. I saw that
goddamn cover.
I saw the cover, man. It was
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I saw the cover, man, but that's how that go. Next.
God damn.
we didn't pregame the hell out of this dude, man. We got it.
My bad. It's KANG.
It's KANG, and he fucked up. It's one of those like, dude, you know better. But you got too much. You got too much to fucking lose, man.
But you know
not
what?
Guilty. Next.
Yeah.
Hey, I just saw that Eddie motherfucking Arcadian, dope. But listen, I think he was trying to handle it the right way. I think he probably felt like, I'm gonna call the cops and I'm gonna get this bitch. But they was like, no, it don't work that way. I'm
gonna make sergeant off you.
Right. That's
what happened. Like, bro, you should know how the game works.
Right.
You don't call the cops, you call your attorney, because that's what you're gonna need.
Right. You
don't
call the
cops,
law.
you call your agent.
And they showed up on some does he look familiar to you? I don't know. I've never seen the movie Creed. What's that about?
That part. Only the big ass Creed sign behind him.
Right.
The billboard. The big ass Creed billboard behind him, but they don't know who the fuck he is. Just like that white lady who didn't know who T.O. was when she pulled that shit on him when he was in the he was speeding, and people came out of the house like,
no, he wasn't
speeding. What the hell are you talking about? But I digress. We know what the play is.
They act like they ain't take their kids to see Ant-Man and saw his big blue ass head up there at KANG. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's all game, man. But yeah. But I hope the brother lands on his feet. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Oh, he landed on both feet, man.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Yeah. He KANG.
KANG.
Man. And, it don't get no better than that.
Like sang.
He KANG. Shit. Hey, what if they recast his ass, man?
Fuck that.
They better not, man.
They ain't gonna Black Panther him, man. No, he's good. He's good. Trust.
He been in it enough, man. They had him in the Loki shit, and then he was in the end credit scene as the Council of Kangs, about 1 million of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They had him as a lizard, a cyborg, all kind of shit. That'll be some dumb shit. Plus, he in season 2 of Loki. They already started filming that shit.
All right.
What's the next pregame?
Next
one. Yeah, we got that Wu-Tang.
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 They squashed the beef.
What's cracking with the Wu-Tang?
Oh, it's just back in the 90s or whatever, they had that issue with a Hot 97, but now they finally, like, what was that, a couple of years ago, they finally squashed it with Funk Flex after now that radio isn't the gatekeeper anymore.
What happened?
What I mean? No, they told them to, pretty much gave them an ultimatum saying that they have to come and perform at Summer Jam, and they were like, "Man, we overseas getting Europe. Yeah, we getting it. We getting paid, man. We come do this shit, damn near. We got
with
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine.
They were when they were at the top, and they were like, "Man, we got to break this money train and come back to the NYC for this shit." And I guess they voted and they were like, "Man, fuck it, we got to come home." They came home and did it, and it was the worst. You know, because it was trash.
They put them on last.
They put them on
last after Bad Boy, right after Biggie was assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was emotionally more charged into the Bad Boy, tributes to Big, and they had to go on after all of that. And normally they would have been, of course, as the headliner, nobody would have wanted them to go in front of them.
Right. And so it was just a shit show.
On top of that, they sound like this. The whole stage show was trash. Like the mics was off, the sound was off, the records was skipping, and everything. It was
sabotage.
Yeah.
And they didn't get paid. And they didn't get paid for it.
So Ed,
so Ed, that caused the beef between them and Flex. How
because Ghost got up there and started shouting out another radio station in NYC, like their rival, and was like, man, this is who we rock with, pretty much like fuck Hot 97,
Okay.
And that's when the beef started, and they pulled their fucking music, and Hot 97 was it. They pulled, like, how the fuck you pull Wu-Tang? You know how many motherfuckers that is? You know how many albums you pulling? Out of rotation, and y'all doing that? Okay.
They literally told the crowd, fuck Funk Flex.
It's like fuck Hot 97.
Listen to Kiss FM.
When you fucking with real dudes and you fucking with their money when they just now getting it, mind you, how many members of the Wu it is, and they got to cut that check so many ways, and they eating good overseas, not no hiccups, nothing, just stop after stop after stop after stop. Check is clearing. They come back home to some bullshit. Yeah, they gonna feel some type of way.
Right. I was listening to Star, man. It was an older interview of his, and he said that the reason he believed that he got fired from Hot 97 was because he pointed out that they would always pull some fuckery when it came to the black artists. Like they were doing some bullshit with Mary J and Jay-Z. But when it came to Eminem, they fronted like $100,000 or $200,000 for him to perform that year, and told Jay and Mary that if they didn't perform, they was gonna pull their fucking music.
That was that time. They were the gatekeepers. They could say who gonna make it.
That's crazy.
Who's gonna get played and who's not gonna get played.
That's
why I love
that was period point blank, dog. That was period point blank. Shoot, not just for Wu-Tang, but I've read that in you guys' book about Wu-Tang. I've read that in Angie Martinez's book on how Funk Flex would do that stuff with her as far as different artists. Like if it was a dope artist who would go to her show before they go to his show, he wouldn't play their music. And the same thing in Prodigy's book, rest in peace. The same shit happened with him as far as shit. Like if something didn't go the way that Funk Flex wanted to go, then it was a wrap.
That's why all the new kids don't fuck with him like that. They was like, man, we ain't got time for this old gatekeeper shit. We just put our own shit up on YouTube or SoundCloud and bypass these motherfuckers. It's kind of like he's a relic to these cats. Now they look at dudes like, man, y'all really had to kiss his ring to get on? That's fucking, they feel sad for the older heads who missed their time of getting money.
If that's the case, man, and that shit obviously went on too long. That shit went on too long because Funk Flex is still on the air, right?
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here. He fuck. See, that's what I'm saying. You get these cats that fuck their own people like that, man. I'm not down with that shit, man.
But that was the game. That was just
think about it though. Think about it. That famous Nas ran on Power 105 changed that shit, bro.
Yeah.
This is my thing. I understand, but it can't always be the game. Like you can't sit up and point out that the owners and shit, fucking the artists, and not point out that the DJs did the same thing. That's why everybody from our age group, this generation don't know. Back in the day, we had song after song. It was a variety of songs. You wouldn't hear the same song 4 or 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so many different artists. Man, in Texas, they would play 10 fucking songs. 10 motherfucking songs all day. And 2 of them would be local artists, which is dope. But come on, man, there's many more people out there. They I don't know, man.
Yeah, the whole platform changed once in 2007. 2007 is so instrumental because that's the year the iPhone came out. Shit started, you start getting these apps, everything, iTunes, everything started getting streamed. The radio was becoming obsolete. You had XM, that was getting faded out. Now all you got to do is stream shit. Now you got Apple Music, you get whatever you want. Remember, we had to go buy
Napster.
Yeah, shout out Napster. We had to go buy the whole album. Now you could buy the song. 99 cents, $1.50. And you could pick what you want. You have that option now, And now cats are getting paid off of streams, not actual physical copies, which is a big difference. And these kids don't understand, if Cat went platinum back in the day, that means physical copies were sold. You know how many streams you got to get the platinum status? It's fucking ridiculous.
Right.
But times have changed, man. The way we even listen to fucking music. We got cars that don't have CD players or any, you have to pay, what I'm saying, for an internet subscription, for you to listen to music in these new whips now. You don't even have that option.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
30 years ago, somebody would have told me that I'd be paying for internet in my car.
Right.
There you go, man. Yeah. You have to. If you want to listen to shit, you want to get directions, you have
It's funny.
Pay.
These motherfucking kids don't understand. It was a time when you couldn't do what we doing.
Facts.
It was a time there was no Pornhub. You had to dial 1-888-872 titties. I know I said too many numbers.
Hey, man, let's get in the show, man.
1976.
Goodness.
1976 sex chat.
Shout out to Wu-Tang, man. They back at it. I'm glad the brothers are back there on tour. Shout out to the Wu.
Show.
Bomb atomically.
Yeah.
How about this?
I'd hate to be in that motherfucker.
Man.
Salvador's.
Hey, look at that one cat. Hey, look at the one cat. The second dude from the left, man. I think something happening to that cat. He
getting poked. Yeah.
That whole prison looked like a human centipede.
All right, Drizzy, I need your feedback on this, man, because when I read the article, people were talking about human rights activists was coming in saying this is inhumane, and I'm like, they talk about the crime rate has been cut damn near in half.
Can I say something?
There.
Can I say
go ahead,
something?
Man. Go ahead.
Let me say something, Drizzy. Just 2 seconds. Do the motherfucking human rights activists say anything when 67 fucking people get killed in one day? Like what prompted them to do this shit? You got it, Drizzy.
I mean, you kind of stole my thunder on that one, but I agree in this instance. Yeah, I agree in this instance that it's too much.
Really?
Much too much.
That's why I wanted you to speak on this, man.
It's absolutely insane to spend that kind of money to punish a man the rest of his life.
Key point.
Get it over
that's
with.
The rest. That's the.
Get
they
it
said they're not coming home.
With.
If you go into this prison, this mega prison, that's it.
You ain't coming out.
The only way you coming out is feet first.
Do what Europe did. Find somebody that will let that motherfucker acclimate on the lower dregs of society and work his way up. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, you spend all that money to house and punish.
Yeah,
52,000.
Yeah, and they're like,
they
you know what?
The investigation revealed that there's so many people that were innocent but got swept up in their raids, and it's just like our system, where over 92% of them have taken a plea deal or whatever their version of that is. They haven't seen trial yet. We don't know.
Yeah, but not to stereotype, man. But all these cats got the gang profile. They may not be gang, active or whatever, but these motherfuckers, look at them. They look like cookie cutter. It's so many of these cats, and they all are tatted from head to bottom.
Let's take a trip to Chicago.
Okay.
If you got a gun and he got a gun, and I got to walk through the same hood, and I'm the only one without a gun, I'm food.
Yeah.
I'm food. Yeah. There's something wrong with the culture, just like Chicago.
Got you.
It's so funny how we dehumanize other people just because they're across a borderline that really doesn't even exist. It's in the same damn landmass. This
Yeah,
is our people.
Is this not a deterrence? Like, even if you ain't even affiliated, you just inked up because you like to be tatted.
And man,
I understand. Get you jammed up.
I understand where you're coming from. I mean, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just not of that mind.
Okay. Like I said, I wanted you
You're
to
spending
run
all
this...
that energy and money and man hours to build a special facility just for gang members.
I'm gonna say this. Fuck that. They corrected the problem. They cut the crime rate down. I'm with you.
It'll be back. It'll be back.
That's okay, but now
they got enough room for him. They got somewhere for him to go.
Yeah, I got you. Like, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing because we got a crib for you for life.
We all got choices.
Thing is, they're not going to keep doing what they're doing the same way.
Listen.
Yeah, true. Facts.
Listen.
Facts.
Go ahead, Cuddy. Was you about to say? Go ahead.
Evolve.
Yeah, all crime does. All crime does. You know, they just kick it up a notch.
Man, listen.
This was scared. You talk about scared straight program. If I lived over there, shit, I wouldn't even get my ears pierced. I don't want no type of affiliation, man. I don't want no tattoo. Nothing
for these P-word island people, right? See, the real P-word island should be an island where you gather them all, and then you test the nukes. Put them nukes to good fucking use.
God damn, dude.
Get it over with. Get it over.
I was lightweight thinking the same shit. I mean, if you gonna do that with all these gang members, I was gonna say have a big ass kumite and fight to the death.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Cuddy. What was you about to say? Because you don't agree, obviously. Go ahead, Cuddy. I want to hear this.
It just seems like if you can sweep up 57,000 motherfuckers in a short period of time, there is something wrong with your fucking society. A prison isn't going to solve that.
Not going to resolve it at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Cuddy. The crime rate has been cut the fuck down by half.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously, it's doing something. See, this is the problem that I have.
That's reported crimes. That's crimes that they get caught for. That's the police turncoat on them when they think that the police is one of them. That's what you're seeing right now. Undercover stings and go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You're right. No. What I'm saying is this. The only motherfuckers I feel bad for is the innocents that got swept up in that. But we keep saying, I hear people, it's not just you, Cuddy, so don't take this personally. Oh, we got to reform them. We got to this, we got to that. Some motherfuckers are who they are. And how often does that criminal shit sweep over into the civilian world? This shit just ain't these motherfuckers dealing with it. Listen, man, those motherfuckers is hyper violent down there. We know people tell you, hey, man, don't even go into some of them border towns. I know this ain't Mexico. I'm just saying. People say don't even go into some of these fucking border towns because somebody is getting killed every day. You know what I mean? If we want to look, let's look at LA. We know down there it was a lot of motherfucking innocent people getting killed, old people, kids in those drive-bys, and we make excuses for them to this day. Okay, nobody talks about the innocent people that get murdered that's just minding their fucking business, a life snuffed out. But when it come to them, all the human rights activists come out, oh, we don't know what childhood they had. We don't know this, that, and the other, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. At what point do we speak for them people? Because human rights motherfuckers only want to come out when these niggas who did what they did to get in prison say, man, they ain't feeding us right. I'm going on a hunger strike. Man, they took the weights away. They took college away. Motherfucker, it ain't Club Med. Even now, these motherfuckers got cell phones making some of the dopest rap videos in prison just beatboxing. I've been jamming listening to motherfuckers doing this. That's what I'm saying. If the crime rate got cut, people deserve to live in a crime-free, clean society, man. And I'm saying it don't need to be just no gang members. Get the pedos, all of them. What doesn't work?
Yeah.
Mass incarceration doesn't work on that level for too long. It looks good. It's a good photo op. it looks good, but I just wanted everybody's opinion on, you know, what do you think will be the solution when besides, you know, putting them on an island and you know, mushroom clouds. You know.
What do you guys think would be the solution?
Burn it all up. It's all corrupt.
What do you guys think would be the
alternative? I honestly don't know. Now. But I see what the old boy is trying to do, and it scared the shit out these cats because now you got, well, it's just, you know, now they're regrouping. And again, the crime rate was cut in half. So something worked for this time.
I have a real problem when police agencies say, you know, the crime rate is this way or that way because they're the one manipulating the statistics for their own benefit. So, you know, for them to say, yeah, the crime's down.
How do you know that?
Plus, we're not there. We're not there. Yeah. That's not our country. We don't know. They just, that's what they're saying. But all they're doing is showing all these cats running, you know, with just boxers on, you know, damn near, you know, head to head, you know, which is crazy. It was like, dude, y'all really got these cats running doing goofy shit like that? Okay.
Man, let me say this. I don't see shit wrong with it. These motherfuckers run amok over here. You know they doing the goddamn thing over there. No, they running wild over there. Nah, man. People deserve to live in a. That don't mean you can't have your style and do what you want. It ain't motherfucking giving them jobs ain't gonna fix it. Free education ain't gonna fix that shit. You can give every one of the motherfuckers $5 million to say stop crime. They're gonna use that to get the pack and try and flip that. They're gonna flip that $5 million. You know I'm telling the truth.
All right.
No, man.
All right. We good, man. You ain't got to take your blood pressure medicine, baby.
No, I'm good. I'm just always the odd man out on this shit.
Nah, you're not. You're not.
I think it's real interesting how the human rights activists are so interested, but they're not doing jack shit about North Korea and their prison camps, where you literally could be sentenced to work to death without food or water.
You could get killed for not having that guy's picture in your home with they come in with a white glove, and if any dust or anything is on his picture, you could get put in jail or killed. I'm not going to even say his name because I know who it is. So, like you said, human rights activists, they pick and choose. They got that right. That's what they do.
And I'm not saying that they don't have any place. You know what I'm saying? They are necessary. I'm not even going to call them an evil. I'm just going to say they are necessary. But I just feel like this, man. You murder somebody, you rape somebody, you don't then get to complain about how you're being treated, in my opinion. And,
cool.
You know, you don't get to speak on inhumane when you done stole humanity.
No, we're not talking about the prisoners' rights. We're talking about what the
I get it.
Human rights activists or whatever. Once you do your dirt, you got what's coming to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's all. Don't like you said. I'm gonna go on a hunger strike. It might be healthier, but go ahead, knock yourself out. You know.
Right. All right,
brothers.
So it says El Salvador has 6.3 million people. So they're locking away about like 1% of their population in prison within just within a few months.
Yeah.
I mean that's fucking insane.
It's done. Like I said, like you can't pick and choose which one you want to be. You know, what's the name of Chris Rock his new special?
Collective outrage.
That's
Collective outrage.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Pick and choose. Stop it.
It's also without a lot of information, like without having ever been there, lived there, or known someone from there,
right?
To understand the politics. One man's gang member is another man's freedom fighter.
Just like that. Depends on who's telling the story.
I see that
angle. And then we're not really taught the truth about what an economy is, because economy is from a Latin word that means lack. So without lack in any society, there is no economy. So like Tank was saying, and I was saying, like it all feeds into each other. And then those are the heavies. Those 52,000 or whatever, all over a couple months period that swept up. And then everyone's like, yay, problem solved. Until 6 months later, the crime rate goes back up 50% because that's how they do it.
It just depends on who's, because none of us have any boots on the
Creating
ground.
criminals.
All I got was the article. I don't have no real reference.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a jab at anybody's.
No.
I'm saying I don't even have the information. I have no clue what
you made that perfectly clear. That's what I'm talking about. You squared that up for me, so that was cool. Yeah, man.
No, I ain't taking shit personally.
Well, we only getting half.
No,
we only getting half of the math. We just get the
that's
article.
We're
supposed to run with that.
that.
That's why I want everybody's opinion on there, especially yours from being inside. And like, what the fuck it looks like from the inside out. And I want to know how would that run over there in your opinion, in your expert opinion from actually having boots and eyes on the ground, so that's all. Like I said, I appreciate it.
I would say the brutality level on both sides would, just increase. Because once you start with that, that hard line as an authoritarian figure, you can't ever relent.
You can't come. Yeah,
and then eventually
you can't come back.
They're gonna push back. Right, you can't come back from
back. How
shit,
do you? Yeah, you can't come back from that. Because all those guys they locked up got families, they got kids. You can't, that next generation. What do you think they're thinking about? It could go either way. They could either, double down on the bullshit, or it could be the number one deterrence. But
I mean, it's a dictatorship. They're gonna double down on some bullshit.
And he did say he was the coolest dictator.
Yeah. How much of this? Well, I mean, I only assume that the majority of these gang members make their money off of illegal drug activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what point do we just legalize drugs?
Never. Strung
That's
out motherfucker.
That's a whole nother can of worms because everybody in jail isn't in there for jail, or not for jail, for drugs. I'm sorry. So
a drug addict without drugs just start doing some wild shit. A drug addict looking for drugs. Nah, man. Hell no. The last thing we need is a doped up fucking society. Nah.
Too late.
We already got it.
Too late. It's on the docket.
It's already here.
It's on the docket.
Next.
No,
we don't.
Yeah, we do.
You legalize it.
No, we don't. I ain't seen it yet.
You expand it.
And the new pushers are at Walgreens. They're at Walmart.
Yeah, CVS.
Those are the new trap houses. Okay, so you seen it. You seen it. That's the new dope. Like I said, can we keep it moving? Because we got that.
You go to the doctor this week. You see your doctor. You better follow up. Do you got that script?
Yeah,
my point is okay. Yeah, go to the next
cortisone.
Go to the next one, brother. Keep it rolling, man.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
It's a drug called Tranq. It's an animal tranquilizer. It's an animal sedative that they're adding to fentanyl to increase its effectiveness. What the fuck do you need to do to increase the effectiveness of fentanyl?
This is why I wanted to talk about this, because fentanyl, you can't even get that shit on your hands, right?
Nah, that's not quite right.
But the thing is, fentanyl's already knocking motherfuckers out. Right? That should already knock a motherfucker out. Now you want to increase this drug to the point where Narcan doesn't even work.
Well, that drug, Narcan just wouldn't work on Tranq at all. Like that's not, since Tranq is not an opiate, Narcan wouldn't work on it anyway. So you'd have to give them Narcan for the fentanyl, and then whatever else for that shit.
But this fentanyl mix is eating people's skin.
Yeah.
It's tearing them up. It ain't just getting them high. That's
that shit Gator was doing. That alligator shit. Yeah.
Oh, is that same shit?
It's different. No, these are two different drugs, but alligator was doing that shit over in Florida.
Yeah, that shit was just
alligator's more aggressive. This one, it could get into your tissue. Excuse me.
And they said
its way through.
Yeah, they said you can't do nothing, but you really can't even treat it.
That's why you don't need that's why you don't need to legalize this. Look, man, You got some shit out there that's rotten niggas from the inside out, man.
You wouldn't have these versions of it though if you legalize it, because you would have
shit, no,
that
man.
people's insurance would pay with professionals.
Get the fuck out of here. We talking about the U.S. government.
And I don't care what government. That's what needs to happen everywhere.
They don't need to legalize that shit, man.
They definitely need to legalize weed.
We need to go back to
sober society.
The majority
you can't go back. It's never been sober. It's never been a sober society.
No.
There has never been this much shit floating around 30 and 40, 50 fucking years ago. Now
it wasn't as accessible.
You pick the shit that's out there now. Niggas weren't worried about fentanyl in the 50s. Were they? I mean,
they had
crack. It wasn't even around.
Drugs.
Y'all literally saying that y'all want to see a bunch of drugged up fucking people running around here when you can look in Philly, or you can look at any one of these homeless camps and see these people out of their fucking minds.
Yeah, but they don't have legalized drugs there either. The point is that if you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to do drugs, you should be able to put those drugs inside your body.
Not at the fucking risk of public safety with people that don't want to do that. No.
I don't throw that public safety shit out there, because people can do whatever dumb shit they want all goddamn day long. Like nothing stops people from fucking falling asleep frying fucking French fries when they're drunk, and it kills the whole goddamn family.
Come on, bro. That's some shit. That's some random shit that nobody.
That's not random shit. I mean, I ran fucking a nigga
falling asleep with French fries, nigga.
I'm telling you right now,
you know how many times people
killed more people in my career than fucking drugs did.
Just putting something on the stove and going to sleep. Cigarettes.
Dumb shit is killing more people than just fucking drugs.
Somebody pulled.
Somebody out of this one, because I damn sure don't fucking agree. Y'all niggas literally want a society of drugged up, mush-minded motherfuckers. Come on,
we already have it.
No,
we already have it.
No, we don't. No,
we do.
No, we don't.
You see that shit on every corner where you at. You see those homeless. Not necessarily.
And what I'm saying is, you see what that shit does to them people. Do you know how much shit happens in them fucking homeless camps? How much fucked up shit happens? And then these people later on, man, I was on drugs out of my fucking mind. How many people do some fuck shit and then say, man, I was out of drugs on my mind?
How many people do that fuck shit trying to get to that dope? When all they have to do, if it was legalized, they could just go get their hit. Half the shit they're doing is to keep that shit going. Now, if you eliminate what they got to do to get that, it may eliminate some of this bullshit too. It ain't gonna stop, fam.
And
it's not gonna stop.
Ties into the lack that causes certain people to go towards it that otherwise wouldn't even look at that as an alternative.
Yeah. You give them what they want, man. They won't be doing all this crazy shit to get it. They won't be jumping in, trying to wash your car, wash your windshield, and all this other shit, kicking in your back door
with Pete.
We
wash the windshield, brother, with this fresh urine. It's about to cool off.
With my spit, yeah.
Man, the lightweight sound like the only solution for this subject would be to go back to the wire and have an Amsterdam situation.
That's it. You got a centralized spot where cats could go legally get fucking high. What happened? We saw it play out
with professional TV. Medical professionals.
What happened? We talked about this before, man.
Say, baby, listen.
Just like a bar.
I respect everybody's opinion. I vehemently disagree, and that's it. Y'all got it.
Okay. All right,
there's a country, was it Portugal, that legalized every fucking drug under the sun? And then they implemented a drug treatment program for people with addiction. And from my understanding, their crime has gone down
tremendously.
I say at this point, why not give it a shot? They gave us shit and took it back. You saw what happened with Roe v. Wade. That's another subject, but I'm just saying they give it.
Not to mention all the shit that they shot us up with as kids that they didn't even disclose what was in it.
And that part.
These same people will turn around and lock you up because you get addicted to something you tried once at a party to change your whole fucking life.
All right, man. We can move on. I want everybody to participate. I want everybody to participate. My boy then bowed out.
But because it's not about bowing out. I just said my piece. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be combative. I'm not,
like I said, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to beat the issue. I'm not trying to beat the issue.
I'm just saying.
Everybody made their point.
Right. Yeah. I'm not trying to be combative with on none of the issues. This shit is about 5 brothers speaking their mind, and I don't ever want to come off like I'm being combative or I'm saying fuck somebody because of their opinion. I said what I had to say. I seem to be the odd man out, so it is what it is.
That's because you don't like drugs.
No, I don't.
That's your problem. You don't like drugs.
I hate that shit. I detest that shit.
Oh, talking about drugs, man.
What else you got to do? You ain't got nothing to do.
Right. I got something to do.
Hey, talking about drugs. Have you guys aware of this DMT shit?
I'll be right back.
What?
DMT?
Yeah.
I found the spot.
You doing it?
Thursday.
You gonna do it? Motherfucker.
Thursday. Yeah.
Man, make sure you call everybody and drop a location. Make sure you good, motherfucker.
Either you get a body back or you don't. What's the fucking difference?
Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid.
Oh my God, man. Oh man.
Hey, but I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I've been waiting for years for this shit, man. Oh my
God, man. I really wish you wouldn't do that shit over there. You do it here, man. Somewhere where somebody could get to your crazy ass.
Or at least had a buddy system.
Not legal.
Something. That was my whole point. Dude.
It's not legal here unless it's on a reservation, and you got to get special permission from the tribal councils.
I live in the desert. We got people.
You got
you do.
You got people.
You do.
Got people. Yeah, got people. So definitely, he could definitely do that and trip, and then come here on vacation and leave with on probation.
Listen, that shit resets your mind beyond before the point of trauma, the main trauma.
Yeah.
There's so many of us suffer from PTSD, anxiety, major depression.
And that's what they're using. Yeah, that's what they're using it for. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing. It's going through a lot of studies right now to treat treatment resistive depression and addiction, PTSD, that type of stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty cool.
Should be. Yeah, I just want to make sure you write your name down on the inside of your underwear and all other stuff, man. Some contact info. You say Thursday, I'll make sure I blow your ass up on fucking Thursday. Motherfuck, man.
Yeah, I'll be in the jungles. Smoking toad venom.
Oh my God, you want to fucking lick toad booty? Okay.
Hey. Yeah, it could be worse, man. Could be worse. You could be licking toad booty, or you could be out here in these streets, hustling for crack.
Yep. All right, man. Let's keep this shit rolling, Kevin. Yeah, man. I'm sorry this was a little off the mark from us, but we all got black ladies, females in our life, man. And I thought this shit was pretty dope. How they actually are using fucking plants for this shit. You know how much money is in this shit?
Yeah.
Have y'all been to Sally's or the other the hair shops and all this other shit and see how much that shit costs, man?
Shit, I dated enough black women.
That part too. Just saying.
That part.
Not necessarily, finding a solution to a common issue with that demographic. It's like, dude, quit putting all that synthetic, all that bullshit in your head, man. There's some shit out there. Why not use some plant-based shit? Everything now is plant-based.
Right.
I don't think these sisters want no goddamn plant-based, man. Listen, ain't nothing like wearing another bitch hair. That's what I think it is, man. I'm just gonna say it. That sound fucked up. Listen.
Oh, shit.
You don't think this is a good idea, man?
Listen. Okay, so let me say this. There is, what is it called? Rebundle. I was looking for that on YouTube. I wanted to get a visual of it. But on YouTube, it's called Rebundle. It's another company. And what they use is banana fibers. So the sister did a 2-part video. Now she liked the second, and she ended up liking it. But in the first video, when she pulled the shit out, she was like, "Ooh, this is stiff. It kind of feels like hay." And she's like, "It's these specks all over," and you can see it came braided, and you can see that the shit, like this coloring was coming off on her hand and shit. Well, she put it in, she liked it, but the shit did look stiff. My point is, we all know sisters. Our sisters like that silky fly shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the synthetic. It's just that the real shit costs so goddamn much. $150, $200 for a bag. A bag. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong, but it's up there. It's expensive, man. For one pack to go get. So if they need like but let's say $60. But shit, no, that if you watch that Good Hair shit.
Nah, they spending a grip for that, bro.
Some of them spend like $1,000.
Easy.
So that tell how much we know. So if we think of a sister gonna put some vegan shit up in her head, she want that Brazil. Look, they get off on saying the shit is Brazilian. No, it came from a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
Sisters get off on looking fly, and they get off on getting a good ass deal. That's why you got that synthetic purple, pink, and blue, and all that other bullshit. That shit costs 50 cents.
There you go.
But I'm sure when this hit the market, well, I don't know if it's already on the market, but once it get fully, because they got funding. You read the whole article. They got funding.
Oh yeah, they got like $500,000.
They got a nice piece of change behind them to fund this or whatever. And I'm just curious to see how far it goes and if it really catches on.
Now let me say this.
I don't know if it's banana, whatever, but something.
No, but they used coconut,
okay,
and some other shit.
Yeah.
But my thing again is, man, I think sisters, man, and I used to be saying shit, but I kind of get it, man. Y'all are odd women out against the rest of the world. You got the most unique hair on your head in the world, and this society has made you feel fucked up for what naturally grows out of your body. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these sisters, I got to be honest, rightfully so, in some situations, feel like their own men made them feel like that. You know what I mean? We look at TV and we haven't seen a bunch of our women up there. I mean, by the time we got to Foxy Browns and shit, she was still rocking the naturals, and she was only one of a few besides the woman that played Cleopatra Jones, TT and T Jackson and all that shit. But what I'm saying is, that's a conversation I don't go into a deep dive with them. But what I do fucking know is when it was the horse hair and the synthetic hair, you had sisters getting on each other for that shit. And for them, they want the Brazilian bitch hair. They want the Brazilian or the Peruvian bitch. They'll go there and scalp bitches. Matter of fact, listen. You think I'm lying about this shit? Look the article up. I think it was Peru, one of them Hispanic countries. They was walking around cutting bitches' hair with scissors. That's because it could go for so much fucking money. So I don't think, and me saying this, I'm not trying to make fun of the sister. I wish that every sister would back her. You know what I'm saying? Because that industry alone, if black women completely ran that fucking industry, they wouldn't have to go to the connect who don't even want to sell them that shit unless they buying it at prices they really can't afford, unless they buying the shit wholesale. They'll only sell it to our people wholesale. Some of them won't even sell it, period.
That was the whole point.
Right. I wish they would go to this sister, because that's a hell of a fucking innovation. The woman is damn sure intelligent, did her thing getting the money. I just don't think motherfuckers is going to be wearing coconut and banana hair, and then they got to worry about fruit flies and mosquitoes and shit and wondering why they coming toward.
I knew the plane was gonna land. It wasn't gonna land on land. It was gonna land in some water. I knew you was gonna do this.
Oh goddamn!
He said, "I don't think they're gonna want to go out on the beach and
fuck that nigga." He was so sincere at first. He was so sincere. He just can't be nice.
You can't deal with a few gnats, nigga. You ain't man enough to deal with these fruit flies.
Right? Can you imagine the fine ass motherfucker hair laid out and she doing this the whole time y'all on a date?
She was fine, but she just kept waving at her hair and shit. I said, bitch, where you get that shit from? I got to say Whole Foods. Right. I got to say Whole Foods, baby.
Because listen,
I think they probably worked that aspect out already before.
Because one of the they put some anti, what's that shit that they put on the vegetables and shit?
Pesticide.
They put some pesticide up and they spray that shit with some off.
Come
some
on,
deep
man.
nigga.
Come on, man.
They put hairspray and Roundup in that shit.
Stupid.
I think they didn't went through all those clinical trials or whatever and got the shit patent to a point where it could pass.
I'm joking, man.
I know. I'm just saying, man. I like to support. I like to support different businesses.
Man.
You know, black-owned businesses like we did. You know, Jada.
Thank you for bringing the levity to that, though. The lighthearted. Because man,
we needed that.
No, fuck that. I can't support this shit. I really can't. Hey. No, because listen.
Why can't you?
These women came out here. These women came out here.
Everybody need to be on crack, but a bitch can't wear a bit zucchini in her head. She can't wear zucchini, but the bitch can be on heroin. Go ahead. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, like, we make an excuse that society is convinced black women that their hair is disgusting, but at the same time, they've convinced themselves that fat is beautiful and they don't need a fucking man to raise kids. So like, why can't anybody convince these bitches it's okay to be bald?
Do not support what he just said.
The words that's coming out of old man's mouth does not reflect
are his own.
I'm just asking,
bro.
Oh my god!
You know what?
I don't fully disagree. Is that a legitimate question? Is that a legitimate question?
I don't.
Because you asked.
He's valid. He's valid.
Because you asked. I get it.
I get what he's saying.
I don't fully disagree. I don't fully disagree with Ob's stance either. But there's an aspect to this that's not really being looked at, and I know this ain't probably.
Come on, Drizzy. Drizzy, balance this shit out, please.
Putting another human's hair in your hair, when knowing what hair is, it is DNA that continues to grow from the body. It is a protein. Okay, and then there's people who might not believe in this stuff, but one of the main things you don't want to leave behind when somebody practices certain spiritual systems is your hair. I have seen it.
And nails.
Yes. Anything that deals with that, yes. Cut up, cut off, separated, tied together with something else. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's always bothered me. Not because of the look, not because the sisters want to look attractive or they want to appeal to a certain aesthetic that they believe we bought into. You know what I'm saying? And I feel for them on that, like you were saying.
So Drizzy,
I don't feel like they should have to conform to that. Like Tank.
So Drizzy, I hate to cut you off. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm gonna let you. I want you to finish your point. I'm gonna ask you a question here, Drizzy. So you telling me if somebody go to put a root on a sister, it's gonna be a bitch over in Brazil that get grow a dick?
It could have already been on in the hair that they sent.
that hair can have the root.
Say, man, did you see that movie about the weave? You know, it was a listen. This shit is a trip. Hold on, Drizzy. Finish your point. I'm gonna
and landing the plane. I'm gonna say this: like, the roots could already be there, and I know everybody doesn't buy into that stuff, and some people think it's strictly psychological. I know, I can't say it's a belief for me. I know, and I accept other people's disagreement or right to opt not to see that as a reality. But I've seen even people that didn't know it was done bound to certain situations that they should have walked away from with any type of self-love, but because someone had a hold to their hair and what they did with the hair and said over the hair, and just saying, you buying bags of freaking foreign hair. And I'm not saying that because they're from another country. They're still human beings, but it's foreign to you because it didn't grow out of your body. And I'm not faulting you for not being able to grow the hair that way or of that texture. I mean, my hair texture changed as I got older. My cousin and I were just having this discussion. A lot of our people, that's what happens. You start out with one grade of hair. By the time you hit your teens, it's slightly changed up. By the time you hit your mid to late 20s, it's changed up, or you start losing it. I mean, it happens all different type of ways. And I think our sisters should be happy to be what they are. And I can't judge them for whatever they choose aesthetically. Because, like, I mean, you know, we getting what's that, you know, what Tank did with the what you call it, the
follicles.
What was it, Tank? The follicles.
Yeah, that was
and they have the spray. Yeah. So I don't judge, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, if a person wants that to boost their self-esteem, their ego, whatever the case may be, it's all to each their own. But I just think we should be cautionary. We've gone for so long practicing this, our women putting other people's hair in their hair. And I mean, that's the crown. You know, those that know about chakras, that's the crown. That's the main entry point of your thought process. You know what I'm saying? Of your intuitive abilities. All of those things are being affected. Maybe that's why they fucking with fake dudes, like Tupac said. You got fake hair, fake nails, and fake eyes too. No wonder why you fuck with fake guys too. I don't know. I'm just saying it might be something to look at.
Yeah. So let me say this, just a few things. First of all, I get what you're saying, Drizzy. Okay, I get you. I'm right with you. Second of all, y'all know that hair treatment over there in Turkey where they be giving motherfuckers some implants and shit. They just take the hair.
I think that's what Akon did.
I would use my dick hair because I would be able to slick it back. It's a better grade of hair. It's different texture. That's number 2. Number 3, Cuddy, I get what you're saying. Waves. Right. Be long and curly.
Ain't so number limb balls in there. That's all. But go ahead.
No, but seriously, no, Cuddy, I feel what you're saying. I feel, and I'm not saying you wrong. I'm damn sure not saying you wrong. I think where that comes from, because I remember when you didn't see fat girls like that a lot. It was fat girls, but they used to hide, you know.
Oh my goodness!
You used to have to shake a bag of peanut M&Ms to see them running through the woods. You just see them scurrying through the woods and shit. No, but listen, I'm just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Yo, I'm going somewhere. Fat bitches running through the woods looking for M&Ms.
Get a box of nerds and you can call them.
Feral. Oh my God.
You got to shake the watermelon side.
He said it with all sincerity. You just didn't see them. You just didn't. No fat bitch. You didn't used to see fat bitches the way you see them now. You just didn't. Come on, man.
Because what fine motherfuckers would keep them around. But my point is this: people like Monique, no jab at Monique, they made them comfortable in their own skin. Because people told these big motherfuckers like, yo, you're not beautiful. And the Lizzos, they made them feel comfortable. I agree with you, man. I told my old lady she could shave her head fucking bald. You know what I'm saying? But it is a huge thing when, like, my wife, she got thick hair. And one time she got it cut. This dude fucked it up. So I took her to my barber. She got a dope ass cut. She looked like she looked like
Jay with the fade.
No, she looked like a 1975 Black Panther private detective motherfucker. She looked like Misty Knight and shit from goddamn what's that shit? Power Man. You know what I'm saying? Luke Cage. But my point is,
I got you.
You know, I can't just discount we can't just discount as men how they feel, because we ask them not to discount shit about how we feel. That being said, I do agree with you, man. You got to be comfortable with who you are and what we have, because I'm like, shit, we come in pairs. There's a man and a woman that's Asian, there's a man and a woman that's Latin, and we all got the same grade of hair. And we're the only group where one of us think that our fucking hair is imperfect. And I wish that they would love themselves more, but until then, they got to do what they got to do to get themselves through the day. You know, it's like we may not agree with people who have alternative lifestyles, but they got to live, man. We can't just tell them to go lay the fuck down and die. You understand what I'm saying?
But we can tell them not to wake up and start lying to your fucking self. Nigga, this ain't your hair. You ain't a goddamn man. You know, like those.
I agree with you. No. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just saying, go ahead.
Wake up and face reality.
You are a man, Damon.
Like, I am a boy.
Bro,
you don't have a small waistline.
And let me say this.
Stop, Damon.
Listen, you know why I agree with you, Cuddy? Because this is the thing. The rest of the world doesn't see them as what they perceive themselves to be. We don't perceive them that way. But still, I feel like, motherfucker, if you get it and it looks beautiful and you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, as long as they feel good, man.
You know what I mean? Now, don't put the shit in and the makeup and the eyelashes and the nails, and we know what the fuck you really look like under that, and then go talking about a nigga job, and motherfucker, you look like Bernie Casey under that shit when you take it off. You know?
Next.
You look like motherfucker, but you look like what's the motherfucker?
You
Nipsey
y'all
Hussle?
lost me at bald fat bitches.
What I do if I could
y'all lost me at bald feral fat bitches.
Yeah. Next. Come on.
No, wait. But this is I'm gonna end it
Next.
with this. But listen, the name of that movie is called Bad Hair. It's called Bad Hair. And I just counted that shit. Like, I'm not about to watch no movie about a weave, but the shit looked pretty interesting.
It was.
You saw that shit?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, it was. It was very.
It had a good story to it, man.
Yeah, it was.
I gotta watch it. But go ahead, baby.
Check it out, man. Go ahead, man. Keep us moving, old man. I know you extra focused, so come on, man.
Imagine what a box of nerds would do.
See this cat.
Would that be the regular size or the industrial you get from Sam's Club?
The regular.
Regular.
You got to shake the cherry side.
Rock salt nerd.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Do you hear that stampede in the distance?
Oh.
All right, man. You talk about come to Vegas. This is what they're talking about, family.
Yeah, so there's a Las Vegas brothel that offered the quarterback from the Las Vegas Raiders free sex for life.
He's stupid if he do it.
I call bullshit because ain't no pussy free.
No,
that's bullshit.
It's Vegas, man.
They trying to keep that quarterback in town.
Yeah,
I get it. Okay, yeah. And with free sex come, you might as well get. I hope the free clinic is offering free visits for life too.
That's what I'm saying. But this is the thing. He was already he was already on a date with a porn bitch.
Yeah. These women are tested, and that's what they make condoms for.
Man, you crazy. I ain't get any regular clean bitch.
It's called Come to Vegas, man.
Come to Vegas. Regular woman that's been fucked 100 million.
It wasn't like he put it out there. They put it out there. You know what I mean? That's just the gimmick, man. I remember they were offering gas money during the pandemic to get to the brothel.
I get it.
These are
totally
professionals.
Get it.
Professionals. Yeah, professionals.
I saw the bitch. Look.
Man, I seen them too. I seen both of them, and
it don't matter, man.
How many times to my mind?
How many times you done went to the restroom and rub one out a few times, whatever? It's still different from a free hole, a couple holes.
Went to the restroom.
Yeah, went to the restroom or went to your bathroom and rub one out. So what's the difference if you have a stranger? It's free sex, man, for life. For life.
A quarterback.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, what's okay. So what's is it because they're prostitutes?
You got a problem with that?
Yes.
Because that's their okay.
Yes. And they're gonna age out in what? You know, they only got to what?
You talking about the quarterbacks or the whores?
Both.
I'm about the whores, nigga.
I'm talking about both.
Let me tell you something. Tom Brady always gonna be Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And men, and even women say now, men get better as they age.
Man, okay, hold up. You said Tom Brady gonna be Tom Brady, but hold up. What about Johnny Manziel? Bro,
I mean, he was never
never Tom Brady.
but he was still a professional quarterback.
It don't count.
But we're talking about Tom Brady.
It don't count.
You can't even put them in the same conversation, man.
You know how many professionals in the Canadian league?
But they were in the same league at one point.
They're in the same league, but somebody started and somebody ended up in Canada.
And somebody got 17 rings. Right. Somebody is playing in Russia.
I get you. I get you, but we talking about
Eastside Broncos coach.
Hey, yeah, you're right. Because I mean, you did have the North Side Knights, and then you had the East Side Broncos.
Hey, they was raw.
North side
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That was wrong. We used to tear them the fuck up though.
But
that was before the Steel Valley Chargers. Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's a nice gesture. It's a beautiful gesture.
That's all it is, man.
It's a beautiful gesture.
It's welcome to the city. That's all that is.
I would even
welcome
take him to dinner
city.
for that gesture.
Man, he was. I'd have rather just taken some casino credits, bro.
He got that too, man. He got the key to the city, man. He got the key to the city, man.
Yeah, I would imagine the quarterback.
Especially if he ball out, because this is his first year. If he ball out, oh hell yeah, man. Because look what they're doing, and he hasn't even touched the field yet.
Let's call it.
You got the girls already. You don't think that these casinos are like be the face of my casino?
Do you really think they was gonna put Dana White in jail and he got the key to the city? He royalty there. He bring that city so much fucking money that it wasn't even, what's that motherfucker's name? Army, what's his name? Ari, whatever the fuck his name is that caused Kanye all those problems. He actually owns the parent company. He's a partner in the parent company that owns UFC. They wasn't finna Ari Emanuel. He didn't even have to call. It was probably other people that was like, you know how much money Dana White brings to this fucking city?
Do you know?
But I'm saying wrong is wrong, though. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you know what the city is? It's the foundation is built on prostitution and gambling.
Yeah, hoes, bitches.
Yeah, fuck everything else. So why wouldn't they roll out the red carpet and the pink carpet?
Yeah, I just wouldn't do it if I was him.
He's going to be sleeping with groupies like anyway. You know, there's going to be groupies throwing pussy at this dude all day long.
He's already
and
like
it's for free. And I guarantee you, they're not tested weekly like the girls at this brothel. And then again, they're not certified professionals either. So you could get some free terrible trim.
With
an STD.
That you got the screen.
Yeah,
professional. Just because the motherfucker, you think just because they work in a brothel, they know all the tricks?
Just like I think the folks at McDonald's know all the tricks.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I was in Texas, I met a hoe. Okay,
but that's a Texas hoe. Go ahead.
No, but listen to this hoe. So she told my boy. Now I was against picking this bitch up. He picked the bitch up. Just saw her walking. And to me, I was like, this bitch looked young as hell. She was only 18. But she was up there talking about a motherfucker can't do missionary. They can she only ride them. They can't be fully naked. They got to leave a shirt on. And this, that, and the other. And I was me, you know me, the simp nigga. I was like, man, you could be in school, girl. Why ain't you with your parents? This nigga trying to negotiate. And I'm like, man. So either,
I'd give you an extra $5 if I could take my shirt off.
That type of shit, literally. What I'm saying is, this is just supposed to be a host. She talking about you can't take your motherfucking shirt off. Just because them chickens work at the ranch.
That's not a professional.
That's a professional.
She was new to the track. She was new to the track. Like, we can only do it over here in the lit corner, and in the lit alley. We can only do that. And these chicks got a whole brothel.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
I can see if it was one of them exotic fine bitches from the red light district over in what country is that?
Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam. We talking about some
This is the red light district of Vegas.
Did you see the girl though? The one girl?
It's two of them. It's two of them. Yeah.
That's them?
Yeah.
Nah, pimpin'.
No. Is that them?
Yeah,
that's them.
The one on the right I recognize. Yeah. Nah. Hell nah, they don't look worth it. And the one on the left looked like she was.
They don't look worth free.
Look, first of all, you can't be in a brothel and not make money.
Yeah, just think they're gonna be making money off drinks.
Can't be in a brothel and not make money. You could be on the track.
They're not fly enough for me.
You could be on the track. Talk about you only take off one sock. Yeah. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tank was trying to hit home. Professional.
Yeah, I would.
Who know what the fuck she's doing.
But guaranteed he get caught up fucking around in Boosie's place. Facts.
You're right.
You gonna fuck around
Boosie ain't
and get
tested.
caught up
Hey,
in Boosie's place.
Boosie ain't tested not near bitch in there.
Exactly. He gonna fuck around and get caught up in Boosie's place because that shit gonna be ratchet and wild.
Yeah,
That's more up his alley.
He only playing his music and selling rap chicks. And
Exactly.
Rap snacks. That's it.
Rap snacks.
Canned
and grape swishers.
Hey,
don't forget about the Henny in a can.
The Henny in a can.
Henny in a can. Henny in a can.
Exactly.
Vienna sausage hors d'oeuvres. Vienna weenie hors d'oeuvres.
He might fuck around and get his own weed strand out here, you know. So who knows? Who knows what he's gonna do out here, man?
He needs to focus on football.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's just something they put that out there. That's not on him. That's just what they're doing.
I know. I'm not even.
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback, and he needs to focus on his career, and hopefully he will stay focused. And if he participates in that, I don't judge him because
that was my only issue with them bringing the team here. It's so many fucking distractions. What could possibly go wrong with a young, rich African American young man with $1 million in his pocket, fresh? He's getting what, almost damn near $30-something thousand a week. You know, a check, casinos 24/7, brothels, and anything under the sun that you want to do, you can.
That's life.
What could possibly go wrong? That
Everything.
was my only issue when they were talking about bringing the team to fucking
everything
Vegas.
or nothing at all.
Hey, real quick, shout out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos. Okay, so y'all got it. Y'all got it.
All right, fam.
Yeah,
we got the free stacks. That was it. Man. That was my only thing.
They have free run of the country with the cities they hit.
I know motherfuckers think that I'm just like the biggest square. This cat don't like drugs, whores.
You don't like professional hoes.
You don't like hoes and drugs.
I'm not a fan of drugs. I already stated my opinion, but
fat girls.
Oh snap!
No, hey,
what a flex! But what a flex though. You got chicks offering you free sex for life, and you just hitting the city. That's a flex.
Dope.
Yeah,
that's the definition of a flex. You ain't even say shit.
They hope they get pregnant.
He's a football. He's an NFL player. You know that's gonna happen no matter what.
But nobody's put it out there. We talked about Brady. Nobody has offered his ass because he's on the market too.
That
he's
shit was
still on the market
me.
too.
That is shit, but he's broke.
Huh?
Hey, what happened to me as a cable man?
Tom Brady.
He's not broke. He got hit with that, but he got a Hertz deal. He's good.
Who broke?
He's good. And he signed, I think he's about to sign with Fox.
Who broke?
An analyst. He's about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady got fucking millions.
Oh, he
lost that shit.
Nah.
He lost some
shit.
He's
going through a divorce and, then they lost that shit.
Tank, she got more money than he does. No.
She got a billionaire boyfriend now, bro.
Giselle had more money than he did.
Yeah.
When they split. So that's not gonna happen. She's good.
Booty chin.
My bad.
Booty chin.
She was what they call a supermodel, and she got that cake. She got more money than he did.
Listen to female, but no.
So yeah, he's good. He took a hit with that SPX or FTX or whatever, but yeah, he's good.
Oh, he was part of that shit too.
Yeah, he got dinged.
God damn.
Yeah,
they getting everybody.
Yeah,
everybody's doing a money grab. Everybody.
That's all it was. It was a pump and dump. It was a pump and dump. And they got caught. They were the faces of it. They all got jammed.
That's fucked up.
And you got, big ass Shaq hiding in his fucking house. But next,
Is the next story about Brett Favre? Oh, my bad.
What's up?
Brett Favre stole all the millions of dollars that don't nobody talk about.
Mississippi. The state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, somebody need to, never mind. Nope. Yep.
Yeah.
Next.
Never mind. That island with the new. The in-laws gifted us a house, but it's only in my wife's name.
Yeah.
My God.
Gentlemen, you wanted to, am I the asshole back?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Really?
Let me say this, man. Let me say this.
Go ahead, man.
I thought about it earlier. Me and my wife, we had a debate about this shit.
Okay.
The jury was kind of out because I didn't have a set in stone opinion, but I had to think. If I'm a man and I got my daughter, I am a man. What am I talking about?
No.
I got my daughter. Go ahead.
Don't. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No. You're right. No, I know what you want to do.
They had a kid. I thought you said if y'all had a kid. But go ahead. You talk about this if it's your daughter.
Well, you want to break the story down first?
Tank, you want to? Hey.
A guy from a gentleman. He wrote into the segment, which is "Am I the asshole?" He's getting married, and his fiance's parents are gifting them a house. The caveat is the house is only in her name. He comes from a poor background, whereas she comes from a wealthy background. He was commenting in the article that she's super intelligent, and her parents did pay for everything. Whereas when he went through school, he had to get it out the mud and use loans and shit like the rest of us and scholarships. And he didn't feel, he feels bad because he felt like he was rude to the parents because everybody got upset when he said, "Yo, why the fuck ain't you put my name on the house either?" And the fiance got mad, but he feels like his name should be on the house along with the fiance. And the parents is like, "Nah, fuck you. This is our daughter. It's what you got."
My thing is, like he said, that's not a gift. Not a gift for him. That's not a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's their daughter's house. That's not a gift. If you're trying to say you want to support the newlyweds, that's one-sided as fuck. You don't do no shit like that. Come on, man. You roll the dice. When somebody get married, you roll the dice. It's like half that gift I'm giving y'all for your wedding. Like you're going to, that's the blender we gave to her, not to the house, just for her. And it's like, who want to be a guest in their own home?
Mm-hmm.
As a man.
I agree.
He can always go out and pay rent somewhere. That's the other thing.
Or just turn it down. Fuck. But I like how they did it in the end, how it worked out, how it played out in the end. But I just want everybody to
how did it play out in the end? I didn't get that far.
They agreed.
The parents,
they
agreed with his side because she knew damn well how he felt about being a homeowner. He never got a chance. His father never got a chance to do it, and that was one of his aspirations.
And he has money saved up. He's been already working towards that, and he's got double her pay at the same company. He's got promoted multiple times. He's on his way up, and so what the proposal ended up being was they pay 75% of it. His name goes on the deed as well, and then he pays the other 25% in a down payment along with her father and a small mortgage, a short mortgage.
Yeah.
So hey, well, I agree with Ob. He was an asshole for that. Because the thing, what it said was, he's like you said, there wasn't a gift to them, but they wasn't married yet. So technically, it was still a gift for her. They wasn't a married couple.
It was a gift for the newlyweds. You know where this is going. They're not buying it for them to just shack up. They're buying a house
how they
for
presented
the
it,
family.
Corey. They presented it as a wedding gift to the newlywed.
That's why, and he said, "I'm not going to be a guest in my own home," which any solid 10 toes down brother, whatever color, is going to feel the same way. I'm not going to be a guest in my own fucking home.
Man, but this is the thing.
Hold on. I get it. And
nigga saying miles some shit he ain't paid for. Go ahead.
I feel where he coming from, and I commend him for all of his accomplishments. But he fought with emotions and not like a hustler. On some real stuff.
Yeah, because that's a conversation.
On some real shit. What he should have did was, all right, cool. What he should have did was, he, like you said, he made double of what she made. Now, what he could have did was put that shit up in an account online only and put that shit up. She wasn't entitled to that money. And on two, what he could have did was with that prenup, he could have agreed to read over it, think about that shit, hire an attorney, because again, they wasn't married. They ain't married yet, bro. Put that shit up and then bought a house for his own and paid for it.
I understand the hustle. Right. I understand the hustle. But
he actually said that was his option.
Starting a relationship with sucker shit plus other sucker shit is going to end up in double the sucker shit.
Yeah, but
the
at the same time,
too, like he said, they're her parents. They looking out for their investment.
He
didn't look out for his investment. He didn't have his parents are both gone, so his only investment was himself. He had to look out for himself. He didn't have it.
Okay.
And I saw that side of it because I was like, how in the fuck, because you ain't gonna tell me to get out of no motherfucking where. But at the same time, man, look, they 27 and 29. Their parents is probably like, if this shit don't last, they don't want her to have to get in some long, drawn out motherfucking fight.
Well, that's the chance you take, but you don't wrap it up as a gift for the newlyweds, as a wedding gift. That's not a gift. That's not a gift. You just bought your daughter a house. What part of the gift is mine? At any given time, you get me the fuck out without no legal.
But do they owe you shit? They take care of their they don't owe you shit.
That's it. You building a life with this person. You're supposed to cut the strings, man. That's the whole point of getting married, man. You cut the fucking strings.
I think that was for the daughter to speak on and not him. That was for him to go to her and rap with it, slip her some dick, and while he smashed and be like, whisper in her ear, take a sip of that Henny in the can and say, hey, listen, baby, I don't really like the setup. You know what I mean? You got to put up Big Daddy's name on it.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I like what they worked out.
I agree with in normal circumstances, but we dealing with a different generation that doesn't have that buffer training, right? The buffer training is this. You another man's daughter. I'm coming to take you off his hands. Okay. That's
okay.
Okay.
See?
So now you are the buffer between me and him. If you don't have the presence of mind to speak up on that, either that you're not really for me or on my team, or you just didn't have the home training. And most of them just didn't have the home training. Hold on. So this is a backhanded offer. Mm-hmm. Because in a state like Ohio, that house is community property, no matter whose name is on what anyway. So whatever state they're in, obviously that's not what's in place. So there would have to be a prenup like Corey implied. But that prenup would state that both of them split the proceeds from the sale of the house today in the event of a divorce or separation, right?
So saying it's
community property. And in a marriage, that's how it started out. We had common law. So it was for the common unity. If you enter into matrimony, that's a common unity. It's a contract between you, her, and the state. The state is God, and you two are the two parties that God joined together. And that's why they have to make the decision whether you can legally separate or not. See what I'm saying? So
you saying basically that because he taking the daughter off their hands, he need 3 cows and 7 goats and a chicken. Not for them to get at
he got his shit in order, but they not what the parents got. Right. He got his shit in order, but not what they got.
He's got his stuff in order. He's fine. He's Gucci.
Yeah.
With or without her or them.
But hold on a sec. If they're doing this fuck shit now, what do you think is going to happen when they start having kids? If they're
that's why I said he need to get his own separate attorney on the low to make sure his shit's straight.
Saying, if they're willing to put this kind of play in motion, what other fuck shit that's gonna come down the line? It's like they never split. Like
so if he was
Drizzy was saying, it was like, dude, I'm taking your daughter off your hands. She's mine now. We got our own responsibilities. We building together. We don't need you to go ahead and just start off and just pretty much buy her a house. Not me, her.
I don't think
why not buy her a house while she was in college? Most wealthy people, that's what they would have did. They'd already had assets in their name. This would be a non-issue. You got to look at the timing and the possible motive. And I've already been through similar shit like this, and this is why I'm saying what I'm saying from experience. If he was player, right? If it was me looking in hindsight and I was in this position, I would accept it.
And stack the cash.
I would let her know where my mind is at, and then as soon as we closed on that house, I would be looking for my own house.
My man,
that's what I was
there you go. Too.
My man that I work with went through this.
If we split, I got somewhere to go if we fucking split too.
That's why I said make that separate shit.
It might not be as lavish as yours, but
that I work with. And he told me that what had happened was the parents offered to put the down payment down on their first home, but the caveat is they wanted keys to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. What if they bought the house and like, now that we kind of own the house as well, we entitled to keys, and we can come and go as we please.
Nah, because coming and going also includes them feeling like they have some sort of reign over that shit.
They bought the house. That's the whole point of them buying the house.
Then I'm a tenant. I'm not an owner.
What kind of situation could you be in where you don't get along with your parents to a point where they can't come and go in your home as they please?
What's that?
Keys?
Yeah, with keys. I don't. Yeah, with keys. Yeah. What situation could you be in with your parents to where they cannot come and go in your house as they please?
I think that's the in-laws, Cuddy.
Yeah, I mean, but these are the parents of her. You know, these are her parents.
Like boundaries, man. Yeah. Everybody has boundaries. You may be cool with that, with your parents coming through, but your girl may not want, your dad. Remember how your dad used to invade your privacy when he would come upstairs?
Steve couldn't come up in my woman crib. Steve been and tried to fuck my old lady.
I got to get out of here because this motherfucker has no coof. Every time I turn around, he's in the kitchen making a big ass sandwich. Anyway, I'm just saying, man.
Steve been trying to fuck my old lady, man. My dad, that type of nigga.
It's boundaries, and why would you want to be in that type of situation when you fresh out and you stacking cash? You're building towards it. You're just not there yet. And then somebody come dangle that, hey man, you can have a whole free house, but I need a key to it.
My dad been and walked up in my crib in my drawers when I wasn't home. He be in his drawers like, hey,
see what I'm saying? It's
you satisfied with all?
You could be, Wow.
Wow. She walk in, my dad perched up on the corner of the bed in some Bruce Lee shoes and some boxer shorts. Nah, them prison white ones that them niggas had on in El Salvador.
No goddamn drawers.
That's all. We don't know how deep this shit go, but I'm saying, like, I heard different stories about people
curl
saying,
around
like,
the ball patch.
So they've been
offered to help them with their house.
Years. This is what I noticed there. They've been together for 6 years. They've been dating 6 years. They finished college. They got in at the same company or firm.
Right.
He's advanced. She's doing well, but he's surpassed
double.
her.
Yeah, double.
Right.
Together, I'm sure they have the resources to get their own house.
Yeah.
So they're saying, let us cut out what's the word I'm looking for? The inconvenience of you having to worry about all that. We want to make the burden lighter on you both. Here's a gift, but we're gonna put it all in her name. Listen, poor boy, we understand that you've made something of yourself. You're doing quite well.
Nah, this is my thing.
This is old money, and you're not tapping into this shit.
This is
going right.
But see, this is what I'm saying. I get both of them. I'm saying they trying to protect their daughter. Wrong? I'm saying him as a fucking man is like, nah, nigga, you ain't cutting me out of nothing. Cause I was telling my wife that, like, motherfucker ain't telling me I got to go somewhere. If this is in her name, then it's $200,000 that I put away for a crib. She ain't getting that cent of.
But who knows how that's gonna go if they do go their separate ways.
And that part, that's why I say,
who knows how that's gonna split? Like, whatever you have or whatever she's demanding, alimony, this, that, and the third. She get that fucking house because guess what?
All right. So
it may be in her name, but it may be in her parents' name.
Let me give you this example. Okay, let's say he went along with it after he spoke his piece and he decided, fine, fuck it, let's just do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Something goes wrong with the house. They gonna call her father while he's still alive? Because I'm not putting my motherfucking money in this shit. Yeah. This ain't my motherfucking
damn. Right. Exactly.
Your goddamn daughter's house. Fix her fucking
right. Exactly.
Shit,
plot twist.
Exactly. Serious.
Exactly.
I mean, how self-sacrificing do you have to be to someone that's saying, well, this portion is technically mine, but I'll share it with you. And you give it everything.
Go ahead, Cuddy.
That's exactly what you're gonna do.
Go ahead, Cuddy. We ain't heard you.
So let's say her parents understand that over 50% of all marriages end in divorce.
That's what I'm saying.
And then on top of that, they want to ensure that their daughter and their grandchildren or future grandchildren have a roof over their head, no matter what.
Blame them.
Okay.
And then there's a third part. Maybe this bitch is so terrible that her parents don't want her back in the house. Yeah. You know, so it's a good investment. But in reality, if you buy your daughter a house and she gets married and this shit ends up being a year fling, do you really want your daughter splitting that house with the dude that's running off now? No. I mean, if he's going to stick it out, her all, and you know, from till death do us part, then it's always the family home. You know, there's no arguments about I'm not going to fix the fucking toilet because, you know, it ain't my house.
I was just saying, what if it gets that petty because of other things that
leverage
aren't being discussed?
Leverage,
because this is it's also a leverage point that could be utilized. Let's just say, like, he picks up a hobby, he likes to, I don't know, do archery, and he thinks that's a waste of time, and you know, he's one of those dads, and he pulls her ear, and then she starts, you know, griping about the archery hobby. You know, I'm just saying it could be any. I've seen all kind of things.
You just said 50% of.
Let me say this.
You know,
let me say this.
Divorce.
Let me say this. I wouldn't want the fucking house in the first place. I'm gonna be fucking frank with you, because this is a rich motherfucker, and if you take that house, he gonna feel like he got some kind of power over you. He gonna always be in your shit, and you always gonna hear, nigga, I'll put you in the house.
Leverage.
I mean, are you just not gonna accept gifts from this person ever?
I'll be like, no gifts, but not a fucking house.
I'll be like, hey, look, Mr. Such and Such. No, Cuddy, listen to what I'm saying. It's not about not accepting gifts. It's that's your living quarters. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I would say, sir, you know what? I'm already in I got the money right here. I'm in the process. I'm cool. We cool. Now you want to buy a new car? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping those two people using that as an investment property and them going out and buying their own fucking home. I mean,
we're just going with the story. I'm
just saying it's you know, if he's saying he's got the possibility to do whatever the fuck he wants and he can turn down his house, then turn it down, go buy one, and you know, just leave it as an investment property.
Like I said,
instead of bitching about it.
I think his intentions are pretty clear in the fact that he offered to pay at least a quarter of the cost.
Yeah.
Rather than accept it as an outright
gift. Ownership.
Make mortgage payments to show that. Yeah. He really just
doesn't want to be. Yeah.
Beholden to that motherfucker.
Yeah. He don't want to be a guest in his own home.
But let me say this: what we not hearing, because in a lot of these stories we ask the question like, what is the part we not hearing? I guarantee you, he like, nah, I know this motherfucker, Mr. Such and Such kind of power mad nigga. You know what I'm saying? I drank too much of his Kentucky whiskey and he lost his shit.
He done did this shit to her sister.
Right.
You know, and I know how that shit go. So I'm good.
I put the PlayStation in that house. I'm gonna be pulling hits on motherfuckers for this dude.
Yeah.
And Tank, I agree with you. I agree with everything you said at the same time. I'm just playing devil's advocate and also pointing out something that I've experienced on a certain level, not this exact level, but just over-involved parents in adulthood. And it's usually because the woman, like I said, they're lacking something in that training about when you establish your own family. You never cease to be family with your parents. That can't happen. You never cease to be family with your kids. That can't happen. You know what I mean? You can cut people off. You can stop talking to them. You can fall out with them. But I'm just saying you're still going to be connected by blood. And
but my thing is with your woman, she should know how you
timing of this. 6 years they've been together.
You
could have bought her a house, like I said, when she graduated college. That could have been her graduation gift. And if you thought he was a knucklehead then, you could have said, hey, now, I give you these keys. You got to drop it.
But I get what you're saying about her
I don't
not
want
being
him in our house. I don't want him in our
trained.
house.
Yeah, her not being trained enough to tell her folks, like, he's not going to go for that. You know, we're going to be together. You know, I can't just live in this house and then live with him in an apartment as well. You know, he's not going to go for that. She's not trained, you know, as far as knowing what her future husband wants. And that was he was like, dude, I got to get it. You know, I strive to be a homeowner. You know, that's one of my goals.
I think it's not even more so trying. I think it's more so being entitled. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, think about it. A traditional gift that a bride's parents do as far as a wedding is they pay for the wedding and or the reception. That's the main gift that they do. You know what I'm saying? And
Not
like maybe a car.
house.
They don't buy the house for that. You know, they don't buy the house. And like they said before in that stuff and the description, he said that like they go to like 3 and 4 international trips a year. Who the fuck does that shit, son?
Yeah, they're good, but my thing is
paper.
What you call it, man? Like Drizzy said, that's backhanded. That's backhanded as fuck.
Yeah.
You don't do no shit.
I'm just saying the timing of it.
I don't know.
Even if they have good intentions, the timing
it is backhanded. Man, how like Corey, he just laid it out. You pay for the wedding or the reception, not the fucking house. Come on, fam. Seriously. The house
slapping the
okay, damn, and
the house. You was like, I don't think they meant it like it's a fucking
look at
house.
Shut the fuck up, Arb. It's a house. You don't give a motherfucker a house, Arb.
A reception go away. You know what I'm saying? The wedding is just a day. The house, shit.
You come in, you be like, Mr. Such and Such.
So let me get you right, young man. You can feed and
daughter's
clothe.
House, nigga.
You can feed
my daughter's
You can
house.
afford to feed and clothe my daughter, but you can't house her.
That part.
No problem.
She could
I'll
keep.
She
could keep a credit card.
I want to see what this bitch look like.
Credit card.
I want to see what this bitch look like. I got to see if she worth for all this, Mike. I got to see that motherfucker look.
She worth
that motherfucker look like that motherfucker look like Lizzo,
just
man.
one layer.
Hey, man. She worth it because she connected. She connected to the bread. Let's keep it player. She connected to the bread. So
you don't think
man,
you don't think he shook a pack of M&Ms and she came running out the woods?
It don't matter. She came out the woods with more snacks. She got money, man.
I had a flashback from Kevin Samuels. I got a PhD. I got a PhD.
Ham, lamb, tomatoes.
I got a PhD.
All right.
You name it. What's your wine of the week, Ed?
It's me, baby. It's me. I'm drinking on me, man.
There you go. Ed Mundo.
Man. Ed Mundo.
Oh, how was it, pimp?
It's good, man. It's good. Yeah, it's straight from where's this shit from?
Cleveland.
Sharon line.
Tell them about the sharing line, boss.
It's from Argentina, man. I'm sorry. Tell them about the sharing line, boss. That's the t-shirt coming too.
Yeah, sir. Guffey Center.
All right, man. Hit us with that Karen's on the top. Take us out properly.
Hey, hold on for all that, man. We got to plug all the new shit.
Oh yeah,
man. We got Ops talking shit. We got the D&D crew, the deeper dives, all that shit, man, coming in. Thank you, new subs.
Yes,
tuned in. Yeah, appreciate you. And yeah, we doing some shit, man. We trying to get more content out there.
Yeah, man, we trying to grow the channel, man, and we appreciate everybody who comes through recently, man. Just like, share, subscribe, man. Help us grow. We got like you said, we got the deep dives, we got random shit. You know what I mean?
Random mob shit and
original 3PMD.
Mike, random
Mercs from Mike's back. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We gotta find some shit to talk about, you know, but we got all of it.
There's plenty of shit to talk about.
There's plenty.
Yeah. This world is fucked up. Hey, shit. What we needed to be talking about this fucking school shooting.
Transgender.
Yeah. Transgender. Yep, the transgender.
Yep. Yeah. We can get into that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And condolences to the families of the ones.
Yeah, man.
And definitely shout out to all our collegians. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Shout out, man.
All three of y'all.
Rest in peace, man. Yeah. Appreciate. Yeah.
All right.
These ain't the same white women I grew up with. Y'all got
no, they not.
Caricia's running around here.
At all.
Karen's at the top and Keisha's at the bottom.
He's on the bottom.
For this shit, no flyers, no warnings. Keisha's at the bottom. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Keisha's at the bottom. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top.
Here she come. Here she come.
Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Keisha's at the bottom.
She's at the bottom.
Karen's at the bottom. Karen's at the top. Karen's at the top. Keisha's at the bottom. Karen's at the
goddamn sense.
Don't forget, that's plant-based hair.
Yeah, get some plant-based dick.
It's all wood.
All wood.
All wood.
The gentrification
You
of
set
Kansas
out.
has gone too far.
Yes.
Dr.
Yes.
Umar on your ass. Dr.
Yes.
Umar on your ass.
Right.
Hey,
Those
Yeah,
white
on your
brothers
ass.
are looking at
And
those
no-
white women on the show.
that is the
so
shit
am I.
that conquered Kane this week.
Right.
It's a
You know
goddamn
Dr. Umar.
career.
You know
Damn
Dr.
Parisians.
Umar. Dr. Umar don't say it. He ain't gonna say it. He probably won't fuck with him. But you know he just saw that video and did a little bit like this.
man,
He's
to
still a
each
man.
To each his own, man. Ain't nobody tripping on that, man. It is.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen,
All right. Thank you
Check
for
us
another
out
great
all
one.
week. We got new content coming. We got new content.
Yes, sir.
coming. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We working hard.
We even working on
Working
pornos.
hard.
Y'all heard the previews. Y'all heard the previews earlier.
I mean, he was.
Ain't nobody heard
It sounded
shit.
like this
Yeah.
motherfucker was. Boy, Cuddy, you
Dude,
a soldier, brother.
dent puller. That's what we
Soldier
call
boy.
it. God dang, boy.
pullers.
That
Called
shit
him
didn't
the
sound
dent-
normal at
Dent
all.
puller, yeah.
Dent puller.
Call 'em.
None of that shit sounded normal.
Dent
We was
puller was
concerned.
On them down.
He was up to his hip in that motherfucker.
That motherfucker sent me a text message like, "Hey man, you okay?"
Who sent you that?
Ed did. Hey man, you doing all right?
What's going on, man?
Man,
Man, that was
That
damn.
shit didn't sound human. That's all I'm saying.
what the fuck is he doing?
What
And
are
he's sweating.
you doing?
Fighting a predator.
Yeah, he was like, "Was
Yeah.
my mic on?" Yeah,
That's what we calling it, fighting the predator. Also, we taking Carisha picture submissions. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know white women watch this show.
They just might start. Hey, I didn't say it had to be from them.
Correct.
If we get one, we
dude.
won.
We won. Exactly.
Correct.
All we
Just-
need is one.
just
Hey,
need
don't be
one.
surprised.
Just to know we reached somebody.
You
Don't
cannot
be
answer
surprised.
to the call of M&M's.
You trying to get us canceled
Oh my God. It's a done deal.
Oh,
It's a
Early.
done deal.
early in the game.
That's why I said
Oh,
submissions. We ain't taking the pictures.
That's right. That's right. Volunteers, please.
Volunteers only.
Take those photos.
We're not judging the
They're
pictures.
just
We
photos. I can take
observe- We're gonna
photos.
observe.
We're not going to post them.
Got an iPhone 13. I can take really good photos.
That bitch,
Oh
was
my
she, was she
God.
human?
Hey man, cut. Cut. We can't keep bashing old man like that. Can't keep bashing him,
I
man.
stubbed my toe.
Hey,
Okay.
I stubbed my toe and I was stretching. Yeah. Man, yeah. Fuck y'all.
The camera cut on?
hey, can I
The
do
mic
some
was
shout outs?
on.
Brothers was
Can I do some
concerned.
shout outs? Can we do
Oh
some
yeah,
shout
hit
outs?
them shout
Yeah,
outs.
of course.
J. Drews,
Alright.
anything to keep these
Shout out
niggas off my
Jesus.
back.
Shout out Jesus Christo. Shout out T Walker. You know, shout out to my family. Shout out to my son Cadence, my daughters, my baby boy. You know, shout out to the family. Shout out to our supporters. You know, we see you watching right now. You know, and those of you that catch it later, you know, shoot, share it out too. Share it out, like it, subscribe
Like, share,
if you haven't
sub.
already.
Please do all that
Shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Visit
definitely.
everything.
Shout out to
Grow,
my
grow
people.
with us.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the Battle Hawks. My son played for them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my other
Absolutely.
son. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter. Yeah.
All right.
DJ LOH on the ones and twos. Old money. Brother K. You know.
God damn, it's a podcast, not a Grammy Award.
Hey,
Owner of
hey man,
Right.
you gotta think big.
All
You
this
gotta
is
think
possible
big.
from the man up above who gave me the strength to log on today at 7:30 and just talk this king shit.
Gave us these 439 followers. That boy was Steven
Killing my
Seagal.
ears,
That
man.
boy was Steven Seagal in that pussy.
That motherfucker, like, God damn.
Hey, man, stop the live, man. Stop the live. We're done. We're done here, man.
Nigga
my
got
God.
them Lipitor
Can't stop, won't
sweats.
stop.
Peace.
Can't
God
stop, won't
dang,
stop.
man.
Oh my
That boy was,
Carisha.
that boy was hot.
God.